This is Darrell's garage, and as you can see, we've got just about, between us, just about everything anybody could need. And but this is my machine workbench, and I'll come in a little closer. There's my lathe and my milling machine. Well, this is my new workbench, my workshop, my machines. This is my milling machine. This is my little Taig lathe, very small, very useful, and I can just move it wherever I want to move it because it's just on a little tray. And this is my Microlux mini lathe. It's not all that mini. It's perfectly adequate for what I want, and so here we are. I've got a drawer under. Hello Mia, there's a good dog. Drawer underneath the lathe, and my round stock of brass, aluminum and steel, and another drawer underneath the milling machine with my flat stock again, mostly brass and aluminum. I don't think I've got any steel, perhaps a few odds and ends bits. I don't need very much. But anyway, that's what I have here, and I'll show you some closer things in a moment. Milling machine, below it a drawer, and below flat stock, and of course a whole bunch of tools. The red thing on the wall is a clamp down set, which can clamp things down onto the milling machine table. There, this is an edge finder, and here's my little Taig lathe. It's surprisingly accurate for a tiny little lathe, very simple, and I've got accessories for it, but it's simple, and for small work, especially if you've got something set up in the main lathe, this is a 7x14 mini lathe, very useful. Here, see, I've got a 4-jaw chuck, faceplate, all the odds and ends that go with it. And again, if I'll look here, I have digital readouts on, let me switch this one on, you can see it. You can zero it, and as you change it. So if you work carefully, you're not guessing. I'm going to switch it off. I don't waste little batteries. I can put some coolant on, but it's my pride and joy, and I can do all sorts of things with this. Yeah. Rotary table, chuck for the rotary table. Here I am. This is my mini lathe, and I've got a faceplate up here, 4-jaw chuck, and of course in the drawer underneath, you can't see that, but are all the other essentials to my workshop. This is the little Taig mini lathe. It's a very small, but very accurate for what it does, and it's very, very, very useful. tailstock with a 3-morse taper tailstock chuck for the lathe, and well, you can see all the things I have here. Collet holder. This is for holding dies for cutting outside threads. Anyway, what I have is absolutely useful to me, and thank goodness I have it. Thank goodness I've set it up again now, and as soon as I get some designs finished on my computer, I'll be back making things. Let me show you. Just switch the power on, switch it forward, and if I engage the drive, you may not be able to see it, but if you watch the handle going round, you can see that the whole carriage is advancing, and of course this is a very, very good way of getting a smooth finish rather than trying to do it by hand. And you can disengage and stop it, reverse the action, and then engage again. Now it's running in the opposite direction. So you can cut in both directions. No point in doing too much of that. Here is a little coolant, tailstock, chuck. Anyway, this is the mini lathe, and helps me to do. And I've got a whole bunch of here. Calculator, which of course is essential. How many of you can still do mental arithmetic? Well, I know twice 2 is 4, but when it's a question of decimal points, we've all got very lazy, and now. But I can remember an awful lot of the fractions, but I have pasted up here drill sizes, clearances, things like that. You can't see them, but when I'm working I can, so that's the important thing. But anyway, that's my workshop, and I think that's probably enough for the moment. That'll give you a good idea of what I have to work with. Thank you.